Hey, welcome to this video on how to quit smoking. Right, first of all, number one thing. So I used to be a smoker, so I know what it takes to quit. And the first thing is, you're not a smoker anymore, okay? You've got to get that out of your head. You're not trying to quit, you just don't smoke. That's probably the first thing that needs to change in your head. I'm not a smoker. I'm not trying to quit. It just isn't something I do anymore. Let me give you an example. I'm not a heroin addict, okay? So it's not in my identity. I'm also not really a wine person. But do you notice how wine people just love to talk about wine? And everyone knows that they like to talk about wine, therefore they talk about wine to them. And it's very difficult to then not drink wine because you're getting bought it for Christmas presents and all sorts of stuff, and it just makes it a lot harder. Okay, so number one, get it out of your head. You're not a smoker, you're somebody who doesn't smoke. You're a fit, healthy person. You've got to change the affirmation in your head. Number two, we're not going to go cold turkey with this, okay? There is, unless you feel like you want to, because there is a physical addiction happening in your body. Now, the physical addiction is not as bad as you think. It'll actually be out. Nicotine will be out of your system in 3 days. But what won't be out of your head is the desire to smoke still. So option one, you can go for it, okay? And you're not going to use willpower. This is the thing. You've got to go through a transition. You've got to understand what is exactly happening in your body and in your brain. You've got to understand what's going on, and then you won't be okay with it. Because when you know exactly what's going on, when you smoke nicotine, when you smoke tobacco, I don't think you'd be okay with it, because it's not going to contribute to who you want to be. So what would your future self be telling you to do right now to stop cigarettes or anything that you're trying to give up, really? So we're not going to go cold turkey unless you want to. What else really helped me? Nicotine patches really helped me, because I didn't fully accept that I had an addiction. So I had tried several times to give up. I tried vaping and blah, 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 but you're vaping, you're still a smoker trying to do something else. It's not the same. I put a nicotine patch on and suddenly I realised, cravings are gone. I don't actually need to go outside for a cigarette anymore. It's just a habit. It's just something I kind of want to do. So I am addicted. Shit, I have actually got a physical addiction. And now I'm just smoking because it's a habit. I kind of want to do it, but I don't want to do it at the same time. So it was a funny old time. But the nicotine patches did help me quite a bit. So those are three things. The fourth thing is just to read or listen to, or even better, both, Alan Carr, The Easy Way to Quit Smoking, because that is going to help you understand what I'm talking about. It's going to help you understand as well what is going on inside your body in terms of dopamine response and in terms of the damage it's doing, okay? Because we know that it's causing damage, but we ignore the fact that it's doing damage. And so we need to confront that to convince our logical brains that this is something that we want to do. All right? So I hope that helps. And actually, I'm going to give you a fifth tip. My fifth tip is to publicly announce, not that you're quitting smoking, but that you no longer smoke. Tell as many people as possible that you don't do that anymore. Make a public commitment to this habit that you're trying to instill, because it's harder to back out of things when you've put yourself out there. You put some skin in the game. The skin can be money. You could put some money into the game. You could fine yourself. You could tell somebody, okay, if you see me having a smoke, that means I need a fine, and you've got to pay a charity, or maybe even better, you give them the money. You give them £500, You know, the more skin you've got in the game, the less likely you are to fuck up. So put some skin in the game. £500 into a friend, and then they have to check in with you. Hey, how are you doing? Have you smoked? No, I haven't. Cool, because I've got your £500, and in 3, 6 weeks, 1 month, whatever 2 months time, I'm going to give it back to you. But if you smoke, that's it, you don't get it back. Skin in the game. Okay, so public and skin in the game doesn't just mean money, it means your reputation. So put your reputation out there. Put your reputation out there. Use your ego. Your ego does not want you to fail. Your ego wants you to succeed. So tell people you're no longer a smoker. All right. Hope that video was useful, and good luck. You don't need good luck, to be honest. You need discipline, because discipline will set you free. It's very easy to not do the things I just told you, and it's very easy to do them. And the more you do them, you know, the more you'll be free, because it's self-discipline. Think about how you're not a smoker as much as you possibly can. Write it down in your journal. Tell as many people as possible. Just keep reinforcing it to your brain. I'm not a person who smokes. All right, have fun. If you need help, always reach out. You know where to go. Cheers.